come out. His name is Justice Dosi to Mahama. After Mahama made that statement, this judge, a former judge, came out and he said that dragging Supreme Court in mad democracy threat. Dragging Supreme Court in mad democracy threat. Now, former judge we Otigana, this former judge Dosi, or whatever they call him, with all due respect, maybe I got your name wrong, so I'm sorry if I got it wrong. But what I'm seeing is a Justice Dosi or Dosi. Now, retired Court of Appeal Judge Justice Isaac Dosi has cautioned former President John Dramani Mahama not to drag the image of the Supreme Court in the mud because such an act can be threat to the country's democracy and will not only affect the apex court but every Ghanaian as well. We know. Former Chief Appeals Court Judge, were you not here when Kennedy Japan sat on TV and insulted you and your colleagues that you are foolish and you are stupid? Did you come out to tell the Chief Justice to take action against the MP because it will destroy our democracy? Because somebody to have power one day and misbehave like this. Mr. Former Judge, were you in this country or that time you were an alligator? You are the people because you people have become ostriches. You have become people who only speak when the people you think are not in your line speak. You have become hypocritical old men who have lost all your credibility, your honesty to speak on the matters. Were we not in this country when the Supreme Court sat there and brought a book from the UK and prevented the EC boss from entering the box to tell us who won the elections? You, Mr. Dose, do you know who won Ghana's election in 2020? You have all these brains, you were sitting at home, you have become an alligator. When the issues come for us to speak, to change the system for the democracy to work, you have become selective. So today we should listen to you. But you were the same old man who was living with us when people were fooling. You didn't see that as foolishness. But today you are smart. If you want us to hear you or smell the odor from your mouth, sit at home and speak to your family. Because we were in this country when Kandapa made similar statement about what? Our judiciary. What did you say? Mr. Judge, did you come out to say Kandapa is gradually going to destroy or drag the Supreme Court into mud? Stop being hypocritical. You are close to your death. What will you gain from lying? You are in retirement. We are not foolish again. Munjai sir, that sycophancy and that deliberate act of destroying our democracy. This is what Kandapa said. And why have you ignored that? Why didn't you speak? Why didn't you act? But when it's John Mahama, it's a foolish dog, so everybody can attack. We will turn around and attack you people and make you people know you are the enemies of the state.
Injustice occasioned as a result of the absence of an effective justice delivery system or delayed justice or biased justice is certainly a threat to national security. And indeed, when injustice abounds, particularly in situations where the bench, which is considered as the final arbiter of disputes, is deemed to be biased, citizens tend to take the law into their own hands, most times without recourse to the established systems of justice delivery. And similarly, the failure of the criminal justice system to ensure effective and expeditious trial of criminals adversely impact the morale of law enforcement agencies. It also emboldens criminals to perpetrate more crime and breeds lawlessness among the citizenry. Developments which threaten the internal security of the state. If you are going to be able to address the security challenges that we have, especially the domestic ones, we need to be able to ensure that there is a judicial system that works. If you do not have a system, a judicial system that works, many people will simply take the laws into their own hands and misbehave and do what they want. Therefore, in trying to manage the security situation, it is important for us that we do get a judicial system that works. And we are all lucky that in the sub-region, we are perceived as a country where the judicial system works and where...
So, This is what Kandapar said. Kandapar said that as the minister in charge of security in Ghana, he said the judiciary is the problem. Judges are taking money to judge cases wrongly. The Supreme Court has become the hub of corruption. He said indirectly that the Chief Justice technically is the cartel king when it comes to judicial manipulation. So you want to tell me this is not dangerous? This is not dragging the CJ or the judiciary in the mud. But John Mahama saying that you, former judge, you and your Chief Justice, who today has a $5 million bribe scandal hanging on his neck, saying that you people have neglected your core responsibility. John Mahama, hey, he's going to Obese Krono. Some